Today we're a few hundred metres north of Seal Corner. We have never been here before and we don't really know what it's like. If you're in the Coffin Bay area and you want to do some fishing, this spot might be worth checking out. We've heard there's whiting here and we're going to give it a go. We're after some King George whiting. Let's see what happens. Keep them out of the sun. Oh, fish are jumping out of the water.
Seal Corner is around 30 minutes drive from Coffin Bay on the Lower Eyre Peninsula. It's really close to Coffin Bay, but you need to drive all the way around Kellidie Bay to get there. There's an elbow-shaped piece of land and Seal Corner is at its tip. The fishing is great all around here apparently, and the rocks straight down from the car park are an excellent spot. But we're going around to the right of the elbow, or to the north. But this whole area looks fantastic.
We're starting off with a simple paternoster rig, 2 hooks, using cockles for bait.
And oh boy, cockles are terrible to stay on the hook. So you don't want to have too much force when you chuck it out because it's just going to fly through the air. There's so many fish in there, we've been watching them swim around.
I just had 2 bites straight away.
Yeah, you may have lost your bait. It's so frustrating with cockles. 2 bites, 2 empty hooks is often the way.
Oh, I've got a fish.
Oh, Martin, you got a King George.
Sure looks like it.
So they have to be 30 centimetres here, smaller in Coffin Bay.
So how long did that take? It was less than probably a minute, less than a minute. King George whiting. Bit small, let's measure him up. It's 26, got to go back.
Well done, Martin. First King George whiting, as soon as you cast in. Did you have anything in your spring or?
No burley in the spring. I could put burley in the burley spring, but I haven't done that yet.
So I've got size 10 long shanked hooks on tiny little hooks. Cockles are terrible to stay on the hook. That is barely on. Yeah, you may have lost your bait. It's so frustrating with cockles.
We haven't got any salted cockles, have we?
Well, no, we don't. And besides which, I'm not sure we should use them anyway. Whiting are meant to be fussy eaters, so apparently fresh cockles are best.
You know, I'm just thinking it would have been a good test.
Yeah. Do you know if you were in the clear spot or the weeds?
I was just before the weeds.
In the clear spot?
Yeah.
Apparently whiting like to hide out in the weeds. So if you cast your bait close to the weed line, in the clear sandy patch, they'll often come out and take your bait. That was a good bite, but it didn't stay on, so I've probably lost my bait. I feel like my sinker's too heavy. I don't have anything lighter than this. This reminds me of jollies, how you've got to be careful bringing it in over the rocks. All right, onto the frozen ones. It's just such a waste of bait, isn't it? Catching whiting. 1 bite, bait's gone. And they're so expensive. Like this bag was like $20.
You gonna chuck your shells in?
Cockle shells make great burley, so you can throw them in whole or crush them up, and that will help attract the fish. I think I've got one. I think it stayed on.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, that looks like a good one.
Hopefully, I don't think that's a keeper, but hopefully I don't lose it. King George.
Nice.
Looks like about 25, doesn't it? We need to put the mark on our arms so we don't have to do this. 27, so it's slightly small. It's a long way to chuck them back. Sorry, fish. Look at that massive fish down there, Martin.
Unfortunately, the camera didn't pick it up.
Oh, it's one of those blue ones. I wonder what it is. Wow.
Being dark blue, it was really well
Fantastic.
camouflaged.
Wow, you get 2 bites and your bait's gone.
Oh, look at that school of fish. What is that? Look how fast they're going. Wow. They came and they went. Boom. Love it. So much like an aquarium up here. If we can't catch a legal size whiting, then we'll switch it up and try for garfish. I really feel like there's gar out here.
I've seen more fish in 1 hour than anywhere.
Yep. Here, fishy fish. They really do just give you little taps compared to trouties who like really shake the crap out of your bait. Oh, got no bait. Ah. This is bad. Like you say, if we had squid, we wouldn't be having this problem.
Well, there's only one solution. We need to catch a squid.
Put your tentacles on and they would hang on. So, I'm happy. And that wasn't, 27 centimetres, that's all right. Just not a keeper.
At least we caught one.
That's what we came here for, is to catch a King George. But we have both caught one, so at least we've done that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to run out of cockles in no time.
Yeah, that's our problem, isn't it?
It seemed like a good time to switch baits and to stop trying for whiting. There must be some other species out there, maybe some salmon trout or mullet.
Switching to gents. Because the cockles won't stay on. Oh, what's that? It's a weedy whiting. I was in the weeds, that's for sure. It's on the gents.
Not really what I was after.
I had a few bites, see if my bait's still on. And no. How do they do that? Why is it so? Yeah, you might have to come back with some worms.
Yeah. Worms would hang on more, and squid. But, I don't know, whiting, apparently it's cockles and worms is the go.
I'll try for a squid in a minute. I've read that you can catch them around here.
Yes.
You stuck or you got a fishy?
Got a fishy. Ah, it's gone. So, next rig. Lost 2 hooks and sinker.
Yep, that's what happens when you're fishing around the rocks and the bottom's all covered in rocks as well.
Okay. Let's get some action.
I'm not having much luck, so I'm switching to a feeder float with breadcrumb burleys, so I might catch myself a garfish.
Got one.
That looks like a Tommy. Which is also very useful. Definitely a Tommy. How's that? Beautiful. Oh yeah, that's the perfect size for the squid jig. Well done.
Whack on the squid jig.
Yeah.
Threading a whole fish onto a squid spike and then hanging it under a float can be an easy way to catch a squid that's passing by. I call it the lazy way of catching a squid. A small Tommy is perfect for this.
If I can just get that swivel on. Alright.
This rig is awkward to cast in, but Martin has no trouble with it. Beautifully done. Martin is also giving the fresh cockles a break, and he switched to slices of fresh mullet on his paternoster rig.
Yes. So that was mullet. The mullet we caught the other day.
Another little King George whiting.
It's not big enough though.
There you go. They like mullet as well as cockles.
So there you go, mullet works as well. Hopefully my eyes aren't working and it is big enough. $27, 3 short.
Well done.
And off he goes. Off he goes. I sound like the guy off Hard. What's his name? Off Hard Quiz. There she goes. You got burley in there?
So my GoPro has decided to turn itself off for no apparent reason. Just the usual random technical issues that we have. Just got like a pear bomb on.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm on again.
Another baby King George caught on the mullet. Imagine if all of these kgs were a legal size. We'd be having a feast.
He's way too small, that one. Come on, buddy, hold still. I'm on again. See what it is.
Which is very nice because they're good for bait and good for
Salmon trout.
Oh, is that trouty? Yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
Have to, you know.
23 centimetres. What? Did you hear that? She said she's giving up.
I can't get the gar. They literally came up to me just then, nibbled my bait and went off. So that's not a hot thing. That one there. I'm going to try something else.
Try a bit of mullet on there. Look at that water. What an amazing spot. I'm going to pull in the squid float with the spike on it. Check it out. Oh yeah, something's been eating it. No squid though. Coffee. Times like this, you need a coffee. Closely followed by a finger bun.
I decided to put on a squid jig to see if I could catch a squid, and to my surprise I caught one almost immediately.
Oh no, I've got a squid on.
Really?
I thought I was in the reef, but it's pulling back.
Well done.
We'd brought the crab net along in case we decided to try and catch squid. Just as well, because it's about 3 metre drop to the water.
On your brand new white rig.
Squid jig.
Squid jig, I mean, yeah.
Should be fine as long as I don't raise it up out of the water.
How do you make a squid laugh? We're using the crab net to pull in the squid because if we just reel it in on the rod, we're worried the squid will fall off.
Can you see it? I can't see it. Is it in?
Yep.
Oh, so just hanging on by a tentacle. Check it out. So good that we actually. Oh, that's a lovely one. See that? It came off.
Lucky we
I
used
would
the
have loved
net.
that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's not worth breaking your neck over. What a beauty.
Teamwork.
Worth cleaning your neck.
That's a ripper. Holy moly.
Yeah. Photo.
The crab net saved the day again.
thing. Oh yeah, look at that. Love it. We've got some bait now.
Beautiful. Hang on, just stay there. That's amazing. Beautiful squid. Look at the reflection of the sky and the water.
Wow, I'm so impressed. I caught nothing and then I pop a jig on and I catch this.
Jiggy jig jig.
Jiggy jig jig.
A bit of scenery in there.
Yeah.
Helps if you keep the cockle and throw away the shell instead of the other way around.
Wow. Look at those fish, Martin.
Mm.
Look at they are.
Tommy's.
Tommy's. Please do. That's a big fish.
Just watch this ledge here, it's got a crack in it. Ooh, what's that?
It's a sweep.
A sweep.
No, it's not. It's not triangular enough. Trevally. Trevally.
Trevally. Can we keep that?
No, not that size.
From the head to the tail, 23.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit small.
You reckon that's a trevally?
Let me tell you. That was cool. They just swam up to you and then one actually took your bait. It's got 24 centimetres minimum. It's got the same fins, look, up here, under here. If it's not a trevally, it's a sweep.
That's not a sweep.
Just a little bit
Back
small.
it goes.
As there's Tommy's around, I'm now using 2 hooks suspended under a float. Nice Tommy.
Another one of those boring fish, slimy fish with the big eyes. Gross. We've caught so many of these today. Ugh, gross. Uh-oh, whoopsie. Into the tree. Isn't it? It's the same colour as all this wood.
It was just there and it went back and hit this tree. And there it is. Got it!
Yay!
Well, that was lucky. It's a cool but sunny winter's day and we're fishing the rising tide. There's a sideways breeze that's getting a bit gusty, but overall conditions are excellent and the water clarity is amazing. From here you can see just how high up we are from the water.
If you're wondering why my rod sounds so loud, it's because it's sitting right next to my GoPro's microphone.
Nice one.
It's not really that loud. I'd love to know what they are. What did you say they were?
I thought they might have been trevally. Oh my God. $27. Little King George, 27. A little bit too small. I should be happy, that's what I've been trying to catch. But it's completely destroyed my rig. Have you got double header?
Sure have, on my float rig.
Oh, very cool, Martin.
Okay, double header.
Love that Tommy.
Tommy and a
Trevally, we think.
Another most disgusting,
Slimy.
sticky fish.
Don't fall off the edge. So that was on a float, on the squid.
I used the tentacles off the squid we just caught. The trevally spot. And another one. Oh boy. How many of these are we going to catch? Yeah. I'm not going to go for them. I'm not doing that anymore. Ah, salmon trout. I want a whiting, not a salmon trout. Hey? Oh well, at least I caught something. Actually,
It's got that black tail.
that's a Tommy.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That's a Tommy. It fooled me because it's got those spots on it.
Nah,
It's got those lines.
it's a nice big one.
And the black tail, yeah, it's a Tommy.
Well done.
What was the bait on that one?
Squid and pilly. It's probably a trouty on my pilly. It's foul hooked. It's a trouty. That must be why it felt so big coming in, because it ain't that big. Nice little trouty. Another dark green one. Fight hard. Mind you, when they're foul hooked, they always feel massive. You caught so many fish today. It's a silvery one, like the one you lost.
Is it?
Oh, maybe not. Might be one of it. Nah, it's one of those annoying slimy ones.
Oh, it's a Tommy, isn't it?
Nah. It's a slimy thing.
of the slimy fish. So much for the Tommy on the squid spike. Hasn't done anything today.
How many of these fish have you caught, honey?
Oh, I'm sick of these things.
They're a pest.
Okay, I'm on. Looks like a salmon trout. Salmon trout.
On the squid?
No, that was on fresh Tommy.
Ah,
Salmon trout using the Tommy as bait.
another one. That one's a bit bigger.
They just don't learn.
Wonder what they are. Big eye. They're quite pretty, but they're very slimy.
Very slimy.
Yay, Tommy. Very small Tommy. But Tommy all the same. Love it. Species number 4 for me. Always love the Tommies. Oh yes, King George. Oh, come on. Still looks a little bit small. Oh. I'll put a fresh cockle on. They love fresh cockle. Pleased to catch the target species, but it's too small. Size 10 long shanked hook. So we've really spent most of the day here at Seal Corner. We came targeting King George whiting, and we both caught King George whiting, but we didn't manage to catch a legal one. They were all between 25 and, what, 27 centimetres.
All too small. The limit here is 30 centimetres in Coffin Bay.
Yeah, which is, you know, smaller than in Adelaide where it's 33 centimetres.
But we didn't make it.
We didn't make it. I thought for sure we only need that small size, but we still didn't get it. So we were on the fresh cockles. They did the trick with those.
Yeah, the whiting definitely like the cockles.
Yeah.
Squid like the squid jig. Tommies like the gents and the squid. Those slimy fish like the squid. Salmon trout like the squid and the pillies.
I think this has been one of the most diverse places that we've fished in terms of the species that we've caught.
So we like to bring different locations to your attention, and I think this is one of those locations that's worth a go. It's absolutely beautiful here.
And it's deep. You can cast straight into deep water.
Yeah, it's very deep.
Like we had a dolphin so close to us, and we watched schools of fish coming past. It was really beautiful. The drive in was pretty rough, like the 5Ks when you turn off the main dirt road. That was pretty rough. You wouldn't be able to do that drive with a two-wheel drive.
There's no toilets nearby or any cafes or shops, and there's no network.
So we didn't catch huge fish. We caught some tommies, some salmon trout. Linda caught a nice squid, which we're going to have tonight. That's good enough for us. We just want to catch dinner and that's it.
And we were very curious about what we might catch here. We're very pleased with how it went today. Martin was so busy, he just caught fish for the whole time practically.
It's weird how I caught more than you and we're doing basically the same thing.
Yeah, we were.
And other days it will be the opposite. Linda will outfish me by a mile.
Well, that's fishing, isn't it, Martin? A lot of it is
Strange.
luck.
I don't know.
We highly recommend this place.
Alright, this is Fishing Sister.
Saying goodbye.
See ya.